This river wasn't dammed in a day, and these trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication, a dedication to mastering the art of engineering. That's what this country has done for the last 250 years, and what GMC has done in this country for over 100. We are professional grade.
Forget everything you know about pickup trucks. The 2025 GMC Sierra EV Denali doesn't just tow, it dominates. And it's not coming cheap. Let's go all in, and merges their most premium Denali DNA with the full brute force of electrification. The result? A machine that looks like a truck, hauls like a beast, rides like a limo, and charges faster than your phone. Welcome to the dawn of the electric super truck, where the Sierra EV Denali isn't just playing the game, it's changing it. From its monster specs to its luxury-laced interior, and even the way it outmuscles rivals like Rivian, Tesla, and Ford, this truck is a statement. A $100,000 statement that says, we're not building EVs to save gas, we're building them to dominate. Let's break it down. At the heart of this electric juggernaut is GM's Ultium platform, an electric foundation that's giving birth to an entire family of new-age machines. But in the Sierra Denali, it's been dialed up to max power, literally. Engage max power mode in this dual-motor beast cranks out 760 horsepower and a walloping 785 lb-ft of torque. That's sports car territory in a full-size pickup. And this isn't just paper performance. Real-world testing pins the 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint at just over 4 seconds. That's quicker than many muscle cars, and this is a 9,000-pound truck we're talking about. But what makes this speed even more insane is how seamlessly it blends into daily life. You're not launching it at a drag strip, you're effortlessly merging onto a freeway, silently, without a drop of fuel, and still leaving everything in your rear view. And despite all this power, the Sierra EV Denali doesn't forget its roots. It tows. And it tows big. With a maximum capacity of 10,500 pounds, this EV isn't just a luxury cruiser, it's still every bit the workhorse. That's more than the F-150 Lightning can claim, and even rivals the top-tier gas-powered Sierras. And towing in an EV is a different beast altogether. Instant torque means you get confident pull right from a standstill. Owners are already reporting that this truck tows with a steadiness that gives it a serious edge over some of its combustion rivals. But if there's one number that really stops people in their tracks, it's the range. The Sierra EV Denali throws out a game-changing figure, up to 460 miles on a single charge according to GM. But that's just the corporate estimate. In independent real-world testing, the truck blew past expectations, delivering a staggering 507 miles. That's not just best in class, that's historic. No other EV on the market, truck or car, has matched that in third-party testing. And that range isn't magic, it's muscle. The truck packs one of the largest battery packs in the business, a massive 205 kilowatt-hours liquid-cooled lithium-ion unit. That's more than double what you find in most EVs today. It's like strapping a power station to your frame, and speaking of which, we'll get to that. But let's talk about charging. With an 800-volt electrical architecture and 350 kilowatts DC fast charging capability, this truck can recoup up to 100 miles of range in about 10 minutes. That kind of fast charging speed is crucial if you're planning long hauls or need to juice up quickly during a pit stop. However, with great power comes great inefficiency. Let's be honest, the Sierra EV Denali is not a paragon of electric efficiency. That same Edmunds test that praised its range also reported an energy consumption of 48.1 kilowatt-hours per 100 miles. That's way more than rivals like the Rivian or 1T, the Cybertruck, or the Lightning. The cause? Simple, it's heavy. With a curb weight nearing 9,000 pounds, it's one of the heaviest vehicles on the road. GM's strategy is clear: tackle range anxiety head-on by going big on battery, even if it means sacrificing efficiency. It's brute force engineering with a mission: make the longest range EV truck in the world, and deal with the side effects later. And while that approach may not thrill efficiency purists, it absolutely works for the Sierra Denali's target buyer, someone who values range confidence over watt-hour math. Now, let's step inside, and here's where the Denali name really earns its stripes. This isn't just a truck cabin. This is a rolling luxury suite. The interior feels rich, warm, and expensive. We're talking real open-pore wood across the dash, quilted leather seats, satin finish metal accents. Every surface feels like it belongs in a high-end SUV, not a pickup. And the tech? Just as luxurious. Dead center sits a massive 16.8-inch portrait-style touchscreen that's sharp, responsive, and loaded with Google built-in. Pair that with an 11-inch driver cluster and an available 15-inch head-up display, and you've got a digital cockpit that puts most competitors to shame. But not everything is perfect. One controversial decision: no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. That's right, GMC has gone all in on Google's system, and it may alienate a big chunk of users who are married to their smartphones. Love it or hate it, that's the bet GM's making. Still, the feature list goes on. You've got Super Cruise as standard, GM's industry-leading hands-free driving tech that works on hundreds of thousands of miles of pre-mapped roads. Reviewers consistently rank it as the best in the game. Add in a panoramic glass roof, a killer Bose audio system, and 16-way massage seats, and you start to see how this thing justifies its six-figure price tag. But the Sierra EV Denali isn't just about sitting in comfort, it's about doing things no truck has done before. Case in point, the Multi-Pro Midgate. If that name sounds familiar, it's a throwback to the old Chevy Avalanche. This trick feature lets you drop the rear wall of the cabin, turning your 6-foot bed into a nearly 11-foot cargo hauler. That's innovation that's actually useful. Need to move a kayak? A stack of plywood? A dozen 2X4S? No problem. The Sierra transforms to fit your needs. And then there's Power Station Pro. With a full 10.2 kilowatts of off-board power available, this truck can function as a full-blown mobile generator. You can run tools at a job site, power a camper in the woods, or even keep your home running during an outage. Outlets in the bed and even the frunk make it easy to plug in and get to work or play. And speaking of that frunk, it offers a spacious 11 cubic feet of lockable, weatherproof storage. No engine means more room for your gear. But while the features and luxuries pile up, there's still one elephant in the room: ride quality. Let's talk dynamics. The Sierra EV Denali rides on 4-corner air suspension and features GM's 4-wheel steer tech, which lets the rear wheels turn to shrink the turning radius. In tight parking lots or city streets, it feels way more maneuverable than it should. But once you hit rough pavement, the truck's immense weight makes itself known. Multiple reviewers report that despite the advanced suspension, the ride can feel floaty and crashy, an uneasy mix when going over imperfect roads. It's the classic case of physics fighting engineering.